We drove into the woods. My buddy is looking at some stuff that he saw on Facebook. So I'm going to film a few things. And look at this pig running at us. Watch out, that pig's about to get you, man. Have you talked to him to see if it's like an attack pig or?
I don't know, but I'm getting back in the truck. I shut my camera off, man.
But look at this. Oh, there's the pig. And then look, there's a storage container up on a tree house, a storage tree house.
You damn pig, you ain't supposed to be up here. Go on, pig.
He's cool. He kind of reminds me of my mastiff.
Bullmaster?
English, but they just lean on you. Kind of when you told him to go away, and he said, "I'll just lean on you." Hang on.
But I'm not good on a computer. I mean, so I just got, he gave me a lot of stuff, and I just don't know what to do with it all. And I got rid of the model. I got some old oak furniture, and
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of stuff in here.
but yeah, feel free to look around at whatever.
And I've been around the Bell area, but once we started going back in here, I was like, I don't think I've been back in this area. You're back in here.
A little bit of everything in here, huh?
Yeah, and I scuba dived, and I just moved a cabinet that was in here yesterday. I think I got, that's why it's a little stacked up, but I've always scuba dived. That's where a lot of Coke top bottles and Coke bottles.
Mind we just dig in?
Man, make yourself at home, buddy.
So everything's potentially for sale?
Yes, sir. And I don't know, you know, just take offers. I'm pretty fair, and
All right.
I got too much stuff, and someone else can need to enjoy it. A lot of it's from West Virginia. That's where we're actually from.
So far, I got a little pile going. Got a bunch of records. About to pull out some more records. Marbles, train.
My stuff died, too.
Getting a few things. A bunch of silver in here. Still digging. Alright, he's already grabbing stuff out. We got this firebox. That's my buddy's stuff, but he got some cool stuff here. All these records, rock records. A few Barbies. Got micro machines. Got some cap guns. Marbles. There's some military stuff we'll get to. Military, look. There's some pretty cool World War II era military badges. Cool stuff. Silver. So, cool stuff. And still, all this room. And we are going to come back and check it out. Really, really cool guy. Can't say nothing better about him. It was really cool, fun, looking through all this stuff. See something new every time we spin around. Alright, let's get it to the car. Well, that turned into quite the adventure. It was very unexpected. It was pretty cool. Saw the pig, the cool area. Turned out to be a really awesome guy we met. And really shout out thanks to my friend for taking me along with him. He didn't have to. Really cool. Didn't even know that was going to happen. So we were just going to go pick up a few things. And he said he was going to stop by and look at some antiques. So I thought I was just going to sit there where he looked at stuff. And he said, come on, let's go check it out. So I was able to pick up some stuff too. That room was nuts. All this cool antiques, you know, a room full of cool stuff. It's not necessarily the type of stuff I usually deal with. You know, I deal with yard sale stuff and flea markets. So some of it, you know, is a little out of my spectrum. But I do, you know, did the best I could. So I decided to kind of pick up some small stuff. Not too much of the big stuff. You know, we like to ship everything. And anyone that sells on eBay, you like small stuff. Easy to ship. just some Elvis, and got one other one. Commander Cody, the Lost Planet Airman, and some Elvis stuff. It's more like the best of Elvis and stuff like that, but it's cool. So, as far as what I paid $125 for everything. It was just kind of a big bundle deal. So it's hard to say what I paid for each thing. Just kind of put it all together. Did do really good. Turned out, got kind of lucky on some stuff. So, and the most of this was kind of out of my knowledge. I said I'm just going to grab a bunch of small stuff that looks like it might be cool and stuff I know a little bit about to kind of help me out, you know, hopefully pick the right stuff. Because I saw like the Star Wars stuff, but it was almost all newer. It was 90s. This was Micro Machines. It's not worth a bunch, but it's opens this way. It has a few stuff. It's a play set, and it has a few of the figures, like the little people and stuff. That's Galoob, Micro Machines. And then we got toys. You know, you're going to notice that I buy a lot of toys. I got a cap gun. It's Diamond H. Not in the greatest condition. It's heavy metal. Pretty cool gun there. This gun is like a decorative piece. Found out it was missing the piece that holds it all together there. It's supposed to be like a real gun. I don't really know what it is. It has a little decoration on the handle there. So I'm not sure the exact value that's going to be. I'm going to throw some prices. On this one, I'm not going to have a bunch of comps because some of the stuff's a little hard to comp individually. But I do have some cool stuff coming that I found or that I got from here. So, got this holster. I wasn't even going to buy it then. He's like, hey, take the holster. I mean, this guy was really cool. So, patrolman holster. You know, I set it to the side. He said, just take it. Awesome guy. So, hopefully we're going to go back and get some more stuff. It was really fun. So, again, I don't know how to comp it, but we'll figure something out. Heavy. Looks cool. It'll be something cool to put like an old war photo in. Then the marbles. Let's go over them real quick. A few big ones. These are all like shooters. You got acro, agate, corkscrew. Basically just throwing out the few little names of marbles that I know. Some of the small ones actually look cooler, but the money's using these big ones. So these have like some swirls. Has some cat's eyes and stuff like that. And I know they aren't too much. That's the clear, and they have a little like swirl in the middle. They're called cat's eyes. I think the ones that are the best ones are these here with these dark. When they have these dark colors and these swirls in them, and you see like the line runs through there. Got this engravings book. Just because I was like, okay, there's a lot of stuff in there. So maybe there'll be something good. And it's all engravings. And I figure it's pretty old. I couldn't really find a date, but I did look up one of the engravers. So, I mean, I didn't count them, but like there is a pile of these. Like I didn't even realize there's gonna be so many. I just kind of grabbed, was like 50 of them. So 50 engravings, pretty cool. Some of them, there weren't a lot of sales. You know, it's almost like there's more listings than sales. But like it tells you who engraved it, so who originally drew it on most of them or painted it. So these like old paintings redone. There's a bunch of stuff like old England stuff, I guess. And so Sartain is the last name. One said the first name. John Sartain. So he did most of them. And there's a few other people. This is the one I saw. It's a bunch of Navy airmen on a bomber. And it's pretty cool. And it says it's a real photo, official photograph, if reproduced. So, and it's got, the guy signed it with his name. Some stuff on it, I can't quite read it all, but I was like, this is a pretty cool photo. You got this guy standing on the top. He's like, yeah, that might have been the pilot. Who knows? Because you got to be special to be able to stand way up on top there. This guy here. So, pretty cool. Whoever's way over here in the corner, he probably didn't like him very much. Then I started seeing these planes. And I figured these were going to do pretty good, so I started looking at them. We'll go through them real quick. This one I think could be really good because some of the stuff I saw, if the planes were in the air, they sold really well. And the cool thing is, 1943, most of the stuff was in England. They got what happened on the back, and people like that. You know, it says 29,000 feet, 2,300 RPM, so it's pretty cool. This was a crashed bomber, so they must have crashed it because it says something about this is what happens when tailwind is not, when the tail wheel is not all the way down. 1943. Tail wheel, and it crashed and broke. I bet someone was real mad about that. This one here is, if you look this up, there's a famous bomber. It's a L6 bomber, England, 1944, Queenie. So this one's actually pretty famous, and it has like this pinup girl painted on. They did these like art paintings on the side of the planes, and this one is pretty famous. And I didn't see any real pictures of it, so that could be pretty cool. You know, it's not the greatest picture, but quality-wise of the picture. But there she is. So a pinup laying on her legs like that, sitting up, I guess, leaning back a little bit. These that have the art on them were selling, maybe they were bigger pictures, I don't know, but they were selling $50, $60 a piece. So that would be nice, seeing that I have a few of them. Man of War, Wasabi Cannonball with Goofy. Name Satan 2. So those could be pretty cool. Now I also learned a weird thing, that World War II and old war photos with naked soldiers sell for good money. I didn't know that. So I don't know if this one qualifies. This one's kind of interesting. It's a guy on the toilet way down there. He's got his pants down, so I don't know if that's going to qualify as being naked or if anyone wants to buy that, but we'll see. I grabbed some silver. He had a case full of what he said was silver. Most thing was like just different silverware, but it was silver plated. Now this one might be silver plated. I did a few silver tests on it, and I couldn't quite, I don't know. I'm still kind of new to testing, so I'm not sure about this one. This one actually says sterling in it. It has, you aren't really going to be able to read it, but right there it says sterling 1820, and then it has a hallmark. And this one, you know, this one even I can tell, and it's actually got a brand and everything, so that's kind of cool. Treasure sterling 581. I did see one on eBay, so that one I might be able to sell by itself, or I might just sell it as scrap, get a little bit from it. Get this whistle, just kind of threw it in there. Echo whistle, worth about $10 or so. I got a few watches. I got these pocket watches. I've bought them before. I usually buy like Elgin and nice ones. I know this is like a railroad watch with the red, but everything's a little messed up. Bullseye, that's not as old. This one's kind of an older watch. Waltham, but it's seen better days. Got this Hamden, which this would probably be a pretty nice watch if it was like fully running and everything, but there'll be parts watches. Pins, lapels, pins. I believe these are all from old like sports teams. There's stuff from like early 1900s, like 1909, 1910. I even saw one that was 1899. So Francherizo Torna Club, something like soccer or something. There's just they're cool. I got them with the medals. We're getting to the they're not medals, but they're uniform buttons and pieces and stuff like that. We're getting to that. So we got those. I'm going to sell this as a lot all together. Maybe auction or try to figure out some type of price for it. Alright. The last thing. This is where I end up finding something really good. So I started looking up the medals. The medals, they're not really medals, but they're different pins and stuff that would be on uniforms based on situations. And most, see, we have like a Red Cross type stuff. Some different ones. I was like, maybe something's gold or silver. Maybe I'll get something really cool. Most of these are like $10 each, but I'm still like, okay, if they're $10 each, we're gonna do okay. That's kind of where I priced it. I was like, if I get $10 a piece or a little less even, be okay. I think those chevrons, I don't know. Those would be chevrons, but these bars, those should be silver. Some of the other ones are just kind of cool. I think these leaves are silver. And there's two of them. I don't think I tested them, but I think they're silver. And I think I saw them selling for like $20 or something. A little bit glare. We'll move this way. Some of this stuff's kind of cool, but still about $10 a piece. These over here, about the same thing. $10, $10. This one's kind of cool because it's like Masonic. It's a tie clip. Still probably like $10. But it's like military and Masonic. I'm not exactly sure. Hoover. I don't even think the rifle thing was still like $10. These are older. You can buy newer ones, I guess. Maybe they sell for more. These sell for more than 10. I'm not sure, but still, if I got $10 a piece, that's pretty good. So a little better stuff. When I tested the ring, just this little loop around it, that was gold. So that button's kind of cool. I don't think the top part was gold, or of course the back. But I think just the ring around it was gold, which is, I guess, is kind of weird. This Red Cross is silver. That's silver. So this one actually I think was worth a little bit. I'm not going to quote it, but I think it was worth a little bit. This would be a rifle, and this is like a regiment number, I believe. I don't know military stuff pretty well, so I'm probably bashing stuff. I do apologize. I should probably know it better. I can't remember if these buttons here were gold. I don't think they were gold, because they probably would have been worth more. But they're cool little buttons that I think had a decent little bit of value. If I figured out the value, it'll pop up in the corner. Then these are the two cool things. Go over this one first. This is an old. This is the big one. Bum, bum, bum. And I didn't even notice this. I just must have been in with the rest of them. Pan American Airline. Pan American Airline. This stuff goes for crazy money. Any old badges, pins, all this stuff. So this turned out to be for a foreman. And I learned now that if it only shows North and South America, it is pre-1944, so it'd be the 30s, between the 30s and early 40s. And these are pretty rare. I didn't even see anyone like it. The back tested for silver, so the back is silver. So I'm like, it can't be gold. And then I started seeing the ones pop up for gold. The front is gold, and it's actually really strong gold, around 14 karat. So, because it flew through the 10 and did good on the 14. So if you look at it from this angle, it'll zoom right. You can almost see in certain spots where like it's just different. Like there's a layer of silver, then there's a layer of gold. So it's not a ton of gold, but these sell for a lot. So some similar ones like flight attendants, mechanics, some of these were selling for $200, $300. There were some that were like gold, but there were ones that were like solid gold that were like $1,000. So I don't think it's $1,000, but it's got to be pretty rare. Cool pin. Super stoked when I found this in here, because like I said, I didn't even know it was in there. So that is super cool. If it had a star, it'd be a chief foreman. So I found a chart that showed all of it online. So if you Google Pan Am Airline pins, you can see all the different pins and who would get what. So super excited about this. Hopefully I'll put a big price comp right there in the corner right now. Oh my God, that's so much money. Can you believe it? Hopefully it was a lot of money. We'll look back and see and hopefully find some comps that show well. Alright, I appreciate y'all watching. This was an awesome trip. It was fun. And hopefully we can go back and get some more stuff. Alright, y'all. Bye. Guys on top, I'd be like, I want to get up there. But he's got to be the man right there.